their precious energy and toil have been stolen by the financial terrorists who have long kept us in a state of debt, misery and fear. But now the tide is rising fast, and a tsunami of anger is beginning to roll towards the banks, receivers and their political followers. A worldwide revolution against fraud and corruption grows by the day, and the Irish are demanding truth, justice and the cry of the furious fearsome. Fraudsters beware, beware the people who are becoming awake. In recent years there is a number of people throughout the world who are stumbling upon a massive deception that the banks have been fiercely trying to keep secret for years. There has been much dishonesty and trickery in the field of banking with their fractional reserve lending, which is a gigantic confidence trick that allows banks across the globe to create money out of thin air and charge interest on it. Charging interest on money created out of nothing is a crime known as usury, and a compliant judiciary and law society accommodates this banking fraud in the courts every day of the week. The banks create money at virtually no cost to themselves, and the people have to exchange their goods and services for it, in effect giving up their priceless life's energy to the banks for worthless bits of paper. In this way, the banks steal the labour and millions of people in what is the greatest robbery in the history of mankind. Banks control and manipulate the people of the world through debt. Most countries in Europe are now prisoners to bank debt. Debt created by the banks out of thin air. Modern banking is a colossal Ponzi scheme. 95% of the money in the world today is created as debt. The banks are aided and abetted by the legal system, the government and receivers like yourselves. We are unsure if you are aware of the history of this country, or whether you are aware that the people of Ireland are sovereign and protected under the Constitution for unscrupulous companies like yourselves. Are you aware that banks were involved in any fraud? Are you aware that banks broke serious liquidity laws? Are you aware that banks sold on the loans and are not an injured party? Are you aware that Irish people were forced to bail out the fraudulent banks? If not, where have you been for the last number of years? And if yes, do you operate for such scrupulous banks? Is it true you work as receivers for Anglo-Irish Bank, one of Europe's most toxic banks? The cheek of Mark Reynolds and Glenn Cran moving in on Irish farms and businesses without the owner's consent. You are all now put on notice that your unlawful actions will be fought every step of the way. We demand to see your insurance bond and put your insurance company on notice to make sure you are well covered for the several claims that will be coming against you. We demand you cease and desist your illegal activity forthwith. Regards, People for Economic Justice.
We have some nice signs here too. Let me see. It is really good.
Do you want to give him a pen down?
Let's show the sign up. Let's show it.
Well, as we go get a coffee, thanks very much everybody for coming. It was a great turnout. We'll show all them in the back of the Jeep here, all the signs.
No, we give them in the Savills and ask them to keep them for the next one back. I have a storeroom in there. I'll say it. We were stuck for a few bits of timber. I have me out with a few bits of timber. You can have people out.
Forcing people out.
The drinks are on Ben.
I don't have no money.
Are you there?
We're all wet.
Don't worry. Hey Ben, the minute I said that, a crowd gathered. What, we afraid for we
There's that steel, I can steel.
PWC, bricks with calculators.
What did I get? You want to head up for a coffee? Right.
Yeah, I was talking to you one day here before.
Yeah, yep.
Thanks, Chris.
Up to date.
Paddy is my name, yeah.
Sorry, Paddy, I'm 3 hands here.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Paddy?
Well, I'm from Walkinstown now.
All right.
Yeah.